Subscribe for your girl will be cool.
AJ is sat poised, ready for action. Look at her hair in red. It means a lot good day for tonight. Her face taking turns, looking lit and coming in. They are all smiling, looking super gorgeous. AJ said the week was stressful, not because of what housemates did, but because of the whole week's wahala. Assistant, that is Kiki, equally feels it was a little of mixed feeling, but they're hoping the coming week is a bunch of fresh air and some housemate camera picking on them smiling. Officially, AJ says she'll come to Boys Bruja with Akorfa and asked, was there a letter? Boys said yes, AJ, and Akorfa frowned, and AJ decides to talk about Oheneba jazz matter with Bogdan. It took really long time before that matter got settled. So now, why do you feel the need to be calling another man? If you are boys, why don't contact Bogdan and trash it out? You have them say them go no time for him now. So you want to beef us, we beefing you equally. Or but what is that one thing that makes you think you are heated? Can you narrate it? He was finding it difficult. You have a Rama coming to his rescue saying that there was an instance where they needed another chance to play a game. And Bogdan kind of felt, if you didn't win the first time, what is the need? It means you just cannot win it. And she kind of felt, that was off. Bogdan comes in and went like, that one self the me I they hate them. So you try one no way you know fit win. So the figure say we no get time for you to try another. That was not out of hate. Erama said, wait, let me talk. Another one, AJ told Bogdan to be quiet and listen. Girl also talked about another instance where Bogdan was a little cold towards her man. Boys still felt, so these instances and you ganging up and having a lot to say about me all this while. Girl said, okay, let me admit that you don't hate me and my people, but you hate our men. As simple as that. If you don't hate the girls, you hate our men. And you have the back and forth with her and Bogdan. You have just seen he said what he said. It's not like he doesn't know what he's known. He just doesn't have time to go into the nitty-gritties of it. You have Bogdan being like, I'm a very competitive young man, so sometimes during competition, you see me a little extra. When competition is done, I go back. Me, my only wahala now, my babe way in concern, a matter they concern me. If not, every other thing where they go on for the house of, I know they saw. About the famous, this is for our enemies, you have a Rama saying that she said that because of the whole vibe Bogdan and the gang were giving to her. But the agent did not let Naya speak for that. The Naya almost went on vacation for the whole night. But finally, she had something to say during the latter part of the show. You have the back and forth of it, Kiki coming in and saying that AJ, it's not everything that you can have worse. Sometimes actions, there are so many actions exhibited by Bogdan and the gang that seem to suggest they are a group. So Oheneba equally has his group. Where do you belong? Girl said it's obvious. Where my Monday, I day. You have AJ now asking, is there something that Bogdan has also done to her specifically? She said, Bogdan kind of feel like somebody who is a bad loser because she wins and it hurts him. Boy said, far from that. It is a way of also complimenting you. I never knew you never saw it that way. So when I say you take my shine, it is indirectly making you know you are super good and I want the chance to be there. Nothing bad. But if that is how you feel, then I know now. So you have them being on super chills. AJ now moves on deeper and deeper with the boys and how they call Bogdan. Bogdan now is also calling Jazz Cinderella Loki, that kind of thing, and saying that, bro, it's not that deep. Go home and watch videos and you get to know that's a day for this house. If it is about competition that I get pissed off, when it is done, it's done. I get no person in time to go sit and be name calling other people. She tagged on Akorfa's bathroom shenanigans with Lily concerning Larissa. You have Akorfa saying she didn't say anything bad. She had passed and she kind of sensed that she was talked about. You have Larissa saying far from that. She also felt that the girl is being all over her man. And it was Blanco who told her man went to the washroom with her. Blanco said he never said they went to the washroom. He told her that, he escorted Akorfa to the washroom. That was the word, not went to the washroom together. There was no word like together. You have Akorfa being like, how can we enter the washroom together? I wasn't feeling well. And boy was even downstairs. And I just proceeded to go. And we came later on together. And if it was something that really hurt her friend, they could have trashed it out. but her friend has been super cool to her, and she's been through a lot already and didn't want to entertain even going to find out. Because for her to have thoughts like that concerning her, it means there was nothing she was going to do to redeem her image with Larissa. Larissa was super bored for the evening, and it was back and forth with her. You have Blanco being like, for Larissa to harbor this and move on just like that because of this narrative. He has seen how Larissa has withdrawn, but never thought it was because of that conversation. And he thinks there is more, and it's either Larissa is listening in to other people, or Larissa was never a friend to Akorfa like that. And to him, he feels Larissa got a dark soul. And you have Larissa not blaming Blanco for that, blaming Akorfa for that word when it didn't come from Akorfa, and you have fans blaming Akorfa for that word when it didn't come from Akorfa. So now, according to her, later, can the friend be mended? She said, I will not be friends with somebody who, because of her, I'll be called a dark soul. Those words did not sit well with Van Dyke, and he came in hard on Blanco. More like, what the heck they go on? Please, please, please. You want the baby where you no get. Now where you won't say all these things. Boy said, yes, I told Akorfa that I think Larissa is not a good friend to you because you've been sick lately and she's nowhere to be found. And that time, Akorfa was telling me she's my friend. I will not stay away. Now she will realize who her friends really were. Akorfa, who is really your friend in the house? Fans saying our closet be in friend. Her banter with girl Condon was also played, and her whole conversation with Spark in the washroom. AJ wanna know why washroom. Girl said her microphone was on. They were not talking about Condon. AJ said, but the conversation is about Condon. That girl said because Spark was telling me about something that concerns him, and Condon's name is Name, so we were not doing anything bad. You have Condon saying that she's lying, AJ, she is lying, and you have her being like, you shut the F up. The back and forth of it, according to Condon, that girl is manipulative and want to have her man. And there is no way that will happen, so she wants to drag people with her so bad. You have Spark also talking and being like, he knows what he knows. He's just so tired of narrating it. He doesn't hate Perry, but for a girl to be in a club and to want to be a singer, and she knows how those people, the kind of life they live, he thinks that they are a mismatch, and he got super closer to Condon, and Condon made him know that a game she they play with Perry, not that deep. After the show, they are done. So he was giving the assurance to continue pursuing her. So for her to act up, he now knows that girl is acting with Perry. It is a role she's playing and doing that for the camera. Because what couples are doing in the house, nowhere, like the Perry condoship undoing scene. AJ asked Perry, was there a letter? Boy said yes. Where was it given to you? Boy said the locker room area. Akorfa came and went like, so now it wasn't the washroom. And boy was fed up with Akorfa and went like, So they were even laughing. But when it was his word against Akorfa, Larissa came to the rescue. I don't have a problem with Larissa coming in, but it tells you the intensity of how Larissa is bored with Akorfa. So Larissa said there certainly was, because Akorfa told her. Akorfa said, don't lie on me. You have her saying that you are no good like that. So they were exchanging conversations or having banters right there. And Kiki comes in saying she did not see the letter. Girl Larissa did not see the letter, but with the narratives going on, all coming from Akorfa talking to them, they believe there was a letter. Now, you have Van Dyke being acted. Van Dyke didn't want his woman to be in. More like, why you carry your mouth, they talk matter with no consent. Girl said, I will talk. She told me, so I will talk. Boy had to keep quiet. You have some people even prompting Larissa, more like, don't talk. You have AJ being like, don't get heckled by other housemates. So there was this whole gang situation, and you cannot always call a gang, because Akorfa na no eyineka. And it got to a point in the game, they kind of felt Akorfa was becoming the highlight. They could all sense it, so they didn't want to entertain her. Kiki will say it over and over. When you entertain her, she becomes somebody. When you don't, the back and forth of the letter, and you have boy also denying Van Dyke. A video is played where Akorfa said, I never intended to give him a letter. She said it twice, just that while she was crying, and something came up and they didn't talk about it again. So just that, you have a boy being like, I cannot defend anymore. Akorfa still insisted that was not what she meant, and the back and forth of it is what it is. So girl did write a letter, though Perry, who had said, I have kept evidence, this time around I am super smart about it, still could not bring a letter. So with the Mabanta, yeah, you have Akorfa's bathroom situation again with Lily played. Why are you always in a bathroom? Akorfa felt like a bathroom is just any other place of the house. You can talk. All you need is microphone should be on. Why were you talking about your friend and not discussing it with her? She said, no, I wasn't talking about my friend. I was asking Lily, was my friend talking about me with her instead? So why were you not going to her and talk about it? Girl said because she was giving me a cold shoulder. Larissa, were you giving her a cold shoulder? So I kind of felt she would also be asked, why were you equally talking to Lily? But the question now went like, were you giving her a cold shoulder? She said, no. I was just doing my day because if you are my friend and you are all over my man, then I don't want to talk to you. And she was giving me cold shoulders. Now, AJ want to know, what do you mean by that? Girl said, Blanco told me my man had followed her to the washroom. It was then Akorfa went like, no. Then you are Blanco saying that I didn't say he followed. You asked where he did, and I said he escorted Akorfa to the washroom. I don't know from where I'm sitting whether they went to the washroom together. You wanted to know where he's left. You could have followed. So why are you making it? So you're not talking to your friend all this, or even when she was sick, just because of this. So the back and forth of it, you have Akorfa being like, oh, so this is it. Your man never followed me to the washroom. He was somewhere, and I went. So camera picked on Larissa, more like it is what it is. I've said what I have said. Camera also picked on Rama. I don't know why they were doing that link. I cannot put two together. Now, you have Blanco being like, this Larissa got a black soul because your friend is your friend and you just switched on her like that. Akorfa I blame for telling her I eavesdropped and I saw Larissa discuss Akorfa with another lady, and I told her, she said she's still her friend. Van Dyke did not understand why his woman will be called a dark soul, so he also had a banter with Blanco. And you have Kiki saying that she said what she said and she will insist that Akorfa gives signs of a witch, and she's one because Akorfa is not her friend and she knows how Akorfa has been insulting to her man. So to want to act like you are my friend and that kind of thing, it ain't gonna work. AJ kind of feel, are you sure this is a game and you are all playing your games? You should say that. So girl finally apologized on using that word on Akorfa. But you also have a Rama saying that she knows her man is every woman's dream. You can only have him in your dream. For real life, Oheneba is hers. New housemates are in here. You have eviction happening and Akorfa taking out. Condon smiling. Oheneba smiling. I understand Oheneba condon because of course, Jan needs to stay for him. And recoupling and your faves are officially super happy to be back with the official partners. They go to the house. They are super happy. Akorfa hugged Naya and also Bogdan. Naya goes inside crying, saying that what hits her soul and makes her cry is Akorfa was going through something she couldn't know much. And Akorfa was rather asking her repeatedly, are you okay? When she was not okay and couldn't equally ask, are you okay? So thinking through, she kind of felt she's being a bad friend to Akorfa. And her man saying that, take chills, settle things when you get back home. I'm hoping the Akorfa we saw tonight is the Akorfa that came for a game. And she will not give the same energy post show. If it happens like that, then good. Because I tell you, there is two sides of the coin. We watch certain housemates, BB Niger, certain behavior they put up and how they gotta change, and we appreciate them. So let's see how the post show goes for your face. On the socials, I have with Rama's baby girl Angela saying that Peter Parker is always right and the Rama fans liking her. You also have Spark on the socials saying that Akorfa is a good soul and he likes judges that he doesn't vibe with Kiki. This couple will be a Rama and Oheneba because he knows that now. All this while with them the case where others they act before the case, so he just knew that others were flower collectors. And he also thinks that it is not Perry who is the problem, it is Condom who is fake, and he got no problem with that kid. But that was how the night is being. Adios.